So here we are for part four of conversation with Luca Rade. If I got that right, I'm trying to get it. What give us a taste of your vision, your dream for the humans. Where can we go?
I like that question. I'm going to take it slowly. Well, I'll say something about the structure of the question, actually, which is the danger of abstracting to all of humanity.
We're both sensitive about we're both sensitive about generalizations.
Yeah. Well, and I think in particular this one is really dangerous because it's a way like when you have a vision, which a lot of people have, visions for humans. When that gets abstracted to humanity as a whole, that's actually a way for the vision to be converted into a thriss.
We agree. Yeah.
Right. And then even though the original vision is really genuine,
yeah,
it then gets you get up basically, and then it just becomes another one of the sides in the war, of utopias.
Yeah.
But the war of utopias, the key in the war of utopias is that they're all not going to happen because they're utopias somehow. I don't know if that makes sense, but the war itself, it's kind of like 1984 style. Like the war between the utopias as itself is the reality of what's happening. Not that any of those utopias are like being fought for, and the structure of those utopias is such that they're not realizable. They evolve to become not realizable once they enter the sphere of the war of utopias.
Understood.
So in other words, when one with a vision, it's really important, I think, because of this danger to really constantly remind oneself, and I try to do this myself, that this is something for like human, real, physical, actual humans that I'm interacting with. And just on the street, like looking around and taking the time to feel that it is these human beings that I'm feeling love for and have a vision for, not this like big abstract concept of humanity where there's all these battles going on between all these utopias. I don't want to insert another utopia there. I want to be on the ground here with the other humans and build up to something that does affect many humans, maybe even all humans in the long term. But it's like inverting the structure to start with the humans around, and that really it's really hard to do that actually, because there's so many forces just constantly like whispering to like make it a utopia, make it an abstraction.
Right.
It's like you have to have constant vigilance to avoid that happening.
I agree with you about that. That's beautifully said. So now granted. Yes, granted all those caveats, something of a vision.
Yeah. The universe that as humans, our universe as a human being is our experience, not the external world that we're pushing it out into. Another way of saying that is the external world is part of it, but what we're perceiving and our bodies, right, that our experience of our bodies and of our minds, like the vastness of our minds, is our universe, and actually is as large as the universe. Like when we conceive of the universe, like in a more disembodied state, let's say, it's vast, right? It's huge. I mean, there's so much going on in it. And what I found is that the more I attune to my own existence of my body and my mind and how I'm moving through the world and the things I'm interacting with, including the abstractions of humanity, but the key is that it's how I am interacting with that. All of that is as huge, if not huger, than the external universe as I used to perceive it. And that's the richness of that is like is amazing, and the
It's infinite.
yeah, the fullness of it. But it's not even the way I'm phrasing it. It sounds like it's a thing to achieve or something, but it's actually like you were saying, the excitement is not always activation. It's actually an unlearning of a lot of stuff. And I have a friend who's a mushroom guide, like he guides people on mushroom trips.
Hmm.
And he's taking some shaman course, like how to be a shaman. And he said something which really stuck with me, that the key thing they're learning is is unlearning, basically. Like, how do you remove the layers of interpretation so that you can listen to your primal intuition, when we were fish. Like, when fish navigate water, there's ebbs and flow, like tides, and like it's complicated. There's corals, other fish, and there's a very seamless intuition that they have as they navigate. So obviously we're not literally using the same thing, but there's a very evolutionarily refined navigational intuition that we have that can navigate, especially in humans, like super complex environments, like very smoothly. And so he's saying that being a shaman, a lot of that in the course he's learning, at least, is about unlearning your interpretive layers. That it's just that initial navigational intuition can help you navigate whatever the hell is happening in a situation, in any situation. And that struck with me, because I think a lot of, like, my vision for humans is unlearning our repression of our own experience, which we replace with externalizing. Like, what's valuable is external, and what's real is external, to be once more attuned to actually, maybe this is with the remembering of unity. Maybe this is actually the same thing, and we just have different words for it.
Hmm.
It's remembering remembering the universe that is our experience, and inhabiting it. It's not building it or discovering it. It's just inhabiting it, because it's already there and happening. It's just unlearning the disembodiment, the repression of being in that.
Brilliant.
And the last little thing to add on that is also the love that's in that. We were just full of love as human organisms, which we repress for, I mean, good reasons in the context of society. It's very painful to be loving all the time in society as it is. But by inhabiting the fullness of our experience in ourselves, and especially with other people also inhabiting that, we can also start allowing this love to exist in ourselves and flow outwards, and create or enable the field of love to resonate, which is a very pure joy.
That is a beautiful vision indeed, and one I deeply agree with. Luca, thank you. I'm so grateful to have this chance, and we will have more than this one, I'm sure.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you, Darren. This has been an absolutely amazing conversation. I'm very grateful for the opportunity, and for you, for all the effort you've put into becoming who you are and sustaining that, in this modern society, and
mutual appreciation
there.
Yeah. I'm going to end the recording here, but stay with me for a moment. Mm-hmm. Thank you for joining us. More again sometime soon.